Hey guys, how you doing today on this fine day? And welcome back to your 27th Java tutorial. As I've mentioned before, in this tutorial we're going to be doing something cool. And that something cool is actually going to be creating a game. This game will be named Random Guesser, and the point of the game will be to guess a random number generated from 1 to 10. You'll get 3 guesses. If you guess incorrectly every time, you're going to get a game over screen at the end, or just getting a game over in text and the correct answer. And if you guess correctly, you're going to get an epic win message. So let's get started then. First, we are actually going to need to import java.util.scan. Oh, how do you spell this? Oh, oh, uh, all right, now scanner. Seriously, just kind of yeah, making fun of myself, how I spell stuff incorrectly. All right, now. All right, you don't. All right, that's pretty crappy there, but nonetheless, let's see. New scanner. Scan stuff in from system.in, our keyboard. All right, you guys know this. All right, and now the new parts. All right, int correct answer. So what we're really doing with this integer correct answer, we're simply going to set it equal to a randomly generated number from 1 to 10. It could be from 1 to 100, from 1 to 1,000, really doesn't matter, your preference. And we're going to check all the user guesses with the value of this correct answer. So without further ado, let's get started. How are we going to do this? Well, we're actually going to set it to math.random, which will return a random floating point number from 0 to 1. But we're not just going to leave it at that. We need to multiply it by 10. Multiply it by 10, Bobby. Multiply it now. All right. So now that we've multiplied it by 10, we're actually going to get a range of numbers from 0 to 10. Now, say you're probably asking me, well, what if math.random returns something like 0.47? Then this entire value is going to be 4.7, and guessing a floating point number is really hard. So that's where this comes in. We're simply going to call math.ceil to round that possible 4.7 to 5, so we have in all of them all integers. So this will right now return an integer from 0 to 10. Sorry, from 1 to 10. So I was going to round up. And we're getting an error here because I need to cast this value to an integer. We just went over casts because math.ceil actually returns a double right here, the return type, double. So we just need to let this cast makes this statement represented as an integer. So, the types match up here. All right. You guys understand this. I believe you do at least, All right, so then we get we have a variable here, int number of guesses, and we set it equal to 3 because we want our user to be able to guess 3 times at this little game here. And then we actually have a variable for the user guess, which we set equal to 0. We're just going to pre-initialize it to 0. And then, we're just going to print out some instructions before actually starting the game. Just so our user isn't really, isn't completely brain dead. Let's hope he has some common sense, to figure out how to play this game. All right. So, let's type. You have 3 guesses. Guess it. Yeah. Guess. Yeah. Guess this is. From 1 to 10 there. That's good enough. Who needs grammar? Yeah, right. So then we get a while loop, and we're just simply going to run this while loop while the number of guesses is still greater than 0. Because every time we run this while loop, we are going to decrease the number of guesses by 1. Minus decreases it by 1. And while it's still greater than 0, we're going to continuously run the code inside this while loop. And what is that code, you ask? Well, let's find out if I can spell correctly. So, first we're simply going to prompt the user to enter a number. Enter your guess. There we go. And after that, we're simply going to take the user guess variable from before, not later, and we're going to scan in an integer with the use of myscan.nextInt, which will allow the user to enter a number and press enter, and that's value stored in user guess. Here we're just going to do some checking on user guess. If the user guess is equal to the correct answer, what do we want to do? We want to give this guy an epic, winning screen, Fortunately, we can't give him an epic winning screen, so we're going to have to give him an epic win message. Still pretty good, You have won, sir, with the epic guess of plus correct answer. Alright. If not, though, if it's not correct, we're first going to check for this condition. Now, this condition might actually seem kind of strange to you guys at this point, but just let me explain and talk in slow motion so that you guys have something to listen to while I type. Alright. So what we're actually doing here is we're checking for whether a number of guesses is equal to 1. And why we're doing this is, well, if at this point the number of guesses is equal to 1, it means that at this point it's going to be decreased to 0 and the loop will not run again. So we can safely assume that if it's equal to 1 and and the user guess is not equal to correct answer, we can assume that this loop isn't going to restart, and at this point he has lost. So we are simply going to display a you lose message, with a little sad face, all very dramatic and sad and dramatic. And the correct answer was plus correct answer. There we go, simple enough. Oh, come on, there we go. Alright, and if not, if the number of guesses is still, either 2 or 3, we can just assume that he's just gotten the wrong answer, and we're going to print out wrong answer, try again, through a comma. Gonna try to use correct grammar. Alright, so now that we've done that, I think we are good for this. So let's run this program and see how we do. Alright, so you have 3 guesses. Alright, cool. Yeah, from 1 to 10. Alright, I can guess 3 times from 1 to 10. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, enter your guess for. Oh, what now? What now? What now? What now? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and here we have a bug for some reason. We can still guess. Oh, right. I forgot. I forgot, guys. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Once we actually get a correct answer here, put this break keyword here, because that break keyword actually breaks out of this entire while loop. So the game pretty much ends at this point. If we leave this out, it's just going to keep on going, giving us as many guesses as we want until it runs out. So put this break keyword here, and everything should be fine. Yeah, my bad there. Alright, nonetheless, enter your guess. 4, wrong answer. 5, wrong answer. 6, wrong answer. I lost. I lost! Alright, the correct answer was 3. Alright, let's run this again. And let's see if our modification worked. Alright, come on. I need to get something right. I'll just limit the range down to 3. Yes. The range is 3 now. Alright, guess 3. Nope, 2, 1. Oh, I have won. Epic, epic, epic. Alright, one more time. 2, 1, oh my god. Alright, I'm trying to display how this break keyword works. And if I can't guess correctly. Alright, I'm gonna make this first try. 2. Oh, I have 1, sir, and it's not giving me any options to enter my guess again because of this break keyword. It breaks out of the while loop. Alright. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, even with this little screw up. But, nonetheless, nothing can be all that perfect here. So, thank you for watching, and peace.